I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody who knows DOT standard, are there supposed to be 3 triangles out in the back, or 2 in the back, 1 in the front? I'm not too sure how that works, but you guys that are DOT regulators, let me know. I know you're supposed to carry 3 triangles with you, but I'm not too sure how you're supposed to properly use them. Wheels are chalked. I guess this bus broke down. Guess they're probably gonna wait for a tow to tow it. Who knows? There's no driver in sight right now, but well, there's no triangle in front of it. So, where's the 3rd triangle? Probably not working, but maybe the driver just left the, or maybe he's sleeping in the back. I don't know. Right now, I don't see nobody in there, so he could have went for a pit stop somewhere. I don't know how that works. Are you allowed to leave the bus unattended, or how does that work? Now, a lot of people ask me a lot of questions about that, and I don't know the answers. I do know, I believe, I could be wrong, DOT has a whole lot of standards. You gotta have 3 triangles, a fire extinguisher, a few other stuff, first aid kit, and a few other stuff you're supposed to have in there. But I don't know if they enforce that or not. But one day I talked to a DOT person and find if they, I'm pretty sure they do enforce that. They pull you over, you gotta have that. Just a T-bus that's sitting there with his flashes on. Not too sure what happened to it. It's one of those, I believe it's one of those, is it a natural gas bus? It has to be. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, most of the T-buses are natural gas. Oh, diesel. It's DEF only, so that has to be diesel then.
Okay.
Or maybe this is diesel. I thought they were all natural gas, but yeah, diesel. Okay, it is diesel. So wow. Interesting. I thought they were all natural gas, but I guess I'm wrong on that. They're still using diesel ones. So, which doesn't make a lot of sense, because you haven't had a full fleet of natural gas buses. Now you're still using diesel, but now you want to talk about changing them to electric. So how does that work out? I guess that's just another way of wasting money too. Guys, you tell me, which one you think is going to work better in the city of Boston? Diesel, electric, or natural gas, or CNG, compressed natural gas? So I know the electric ones in the wintertime, they're not going to perform as much as they would do in the regular seasons. And it's also going to put a heavier load on the grid, because you got to charge a larger fleet of buses. So like I said, not too sure about that. So what do you think? A diesel obviously has a lot of pollutants in the air. So, but natural gas is supposed to be the next best thing. Now I understand that just so you know, they experimenting on hydrogen operated vehicles as well. That's not in the trial stage yet, but it's in the experimental stage. So next 5-10 years you might see hydrogen operated vehicles. Like I said, I don't know where the operator's at. He or she's not around. Just want to document, who knows what's wrong with the bus. It could have ran out of fuel, could have lost his steering, lost his brakes. Who knows what's wrong with it. They're like truck right there. So maybe we'll get a copy of the tow truck. Hey, you get the heavy tow. Can you make that UE right there? Nah, he's not gonna do that one. He's gonna go further up. So you know what? We'll hang around until he comes back. Get an image of him towing the bus. All right.
You said what's the location? Seaver.street, MD.
I know Mark will love this scene because Mark loves the tow scenes, and I think I'll say the guy's name that watches a lot of these. Lenny and a few other people watch a lot of these tow scenes. So once that truck makes his U-turn up there, I think he's going up the Elm Hill and Seaver to make that, because it's a much wider swing. So you can make a bigger swing up there than down here. So we get an image of the tow. Ooh. So these cars are merging over with no directionals whatsoever. Like all these cars, you can see every single one of them. Nobody's using a directional at all. They're all merging over, but not one's using a directional at all. She actually stopped, but still don't use a directional. I mean, when you go into somebody else's lane, a lot of Bostonians don't like to do it, but you should use your directional. Because keep in mind, you do not have the right of way when you go inside someone else's lane. And that person that you're cutting in front of them don't really know you're cutting in front of them until you cut in front of them. If that makes any sense. At least give them some kind of warning. You know, give them some kind of... These cars come flying down here. They kind of, you know, he put his direction on this a little bit.
431. 1284.
I think that tow truck is backing. I can't see it, but like he's backing up in that area over there. So he's... Well, we'll see.
Oh, good. Okay.
Can't quite see it from here, but we'll see when he comes down, if he comes down. Everybody's going way past the speed limit, so you know nobody does 20 miles an hour on this roadway. I haven't seen no one do a 20 miles an hour up here. So he's coming back this way now. Look like he turned around. So he's got his flashing lights on. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have to zoom in, but he's way. There he goes, way back there. So he's making his way back up this way now. And we'll hang around for the tow. Hey, get a 2-for-1 on this one. I wonder why state police doesn't come up here and shoot radar every once in a while. And just, you know, grab a few cars, slow them down just a little bit. You don't have to get them all. Just once you get the message out there, just start slowing down a little bit.
555 Talbot Ave. So you see 3 vehicles somehow blocking the fire hydrant there. And blocking the right travel lane. Tango Echo 516, 19X.
We'll get an image of that tow truck coming down and get an image of him towing the bus.
Bravo 415, 4014. Area 415. 15. Myself and the 701 are transporting miles starting miles 71226.
What's happening?
Delta 631, 633, can you guys take that? Walking it now. Thanks. Tango 356, 1410. Go on to a chance right there. Good.
I didn't know they had an air connection under there. I guess they got an air connection under there somewhere. Oh, it's right there in the compartment in the front. I knew they had an air connection somewhere, but I know it was like that close to it though. It's right, literally like right there. So those buses are designed pretty good. That allows him to control the brakes in the back, so he's not putting all the weight on the truck. It also makes it easier to tow, so you're not trying to tap into the lines. Some people disconnect the canister and tap in that way, or there's different ways of doing it.
Right.
14 what do you have?
912 Street. Will be in check. Service. For the client.
It's like they thought of everything when they tow those buses. It makes it easier for recovery anyway. That's a safety chain. So You have to put a safety chain on the vehicle in case it slips off of the ignition hook, so that it doesn't run away on you, basically. Because sometimes you can hit a bump, you can bounce off the forks or the groove or whatever you're hooked onto. Then that's just to make sure it doesn't like run away if it does fall off. Even with trailers, you got to have a safety chain so it doesn't do that. One day we'll have my man Mark show us how to tow vehicles one day. We'll do a video of that one day, Mark. Take care, buddy. Be safe. All right. So they're gonna take that back to the yard. I'm not too sure if that comes out of the Forest Hills yard. It probably comes out of the Forest Hills yard. I don't think it comes out of the Southampton yard. 1844 probably comes out of the Forest Hill yard.
37 returning.
There's people that pulling directly behind that bus and don't realize that it's getting towed. All right, guys, I'm headed up out of here. It's just you get to see a MBTA bus being towed. Like, we don't know what happened to it, but it looked like it broke down for various different reasons or whatever. Whatever it was, it wasn't able to be driven out. But thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.